Alright, it's time to move on. There's really no guards that come on this second floor right here. And we bypassed a lot by going this way as opposed to going through the Great Hall, which we'll come back through there a little bit later. You'll see. It's a lot more difficult to get through that part. Or to go that way to come up here, so that's why I prefer to do the method that I did here, even though it does miss a little bit of loot.
So hungry.
But this whole master stealth walkthrough is only so I could learn the levels, so I can do the custom walkthrough. There's no loot in there, so don't worry about it. There's only 2 pieces of loot here. You need to be quick because there is a guard that patrols this area.
Good.
Sir, I was
They're
thinking,
not meant to.
I couldn't help noticing earlier that there are no men guarding the sewers.
You gotta... It's kind of stupid how you automatically... One gripes I have about this game is the automatic square button does everything.
With rusty knives. Is that what you want?
No, sir.
So put one foot in front of the other and get back to your fucking patrol as you were told.
And there's a bird right there, so we want to slow our roll a little bit when we're around him. Don't ask me why I just did that. I thought it was a... Dang. That's gonna ruin my nice
area on the
ghost
second
rating.
floor. That wasn't on the original building plan.
But that's alright.
The city's smelling worse and worse.
That's all we need to worry about in there. And here's a little secret.
That looks like the vault I'm searching for. The hidden entrance must be close.
Always watch your step, because there are traps galore. You can see there's some more traps right there. I'm actually not even 100% sure what that did right there, because I don't think it did anything with those. Yeah, they're still active right now. Ah, it disabled that right there. Gotcha. Just to be safe. Yep. We're good. Do some soul searching here, and then we are almost done with this part. Not too much more to go. I don't see any birds in here, and there's a couple of shiny things to grab, obviously. We have so much money. I mean, when you're as stealthy as me and you grab as much loot as I do, and then there's you tend to not need any upgrades. As we don't use focus, and that is what the main upgrade kind of thing is. I know I haven't really been reading a lot of these, and I do apologize. As I know you guys are antsy to see the end of this and to get to some more games as well, so I'm trying to please everyone. Of course, I do plan on in the future to come back to this game and do it even more justice by getting 100% loot, so. Now you notice there's a little vent there, and there's a little trick around it. Because you'll see that we can't really go this way because of that right there. So there's only one way that we can actually go. That's where we need to go to get into the secret room. But I do want to show you guys what you can do in case you want to get around certain traps and certain things. So we're going to be heading back into here.
The gloom used to fall only upon the drifters. Now no one is spared, it seems.
They think I don't know who did it, but I know. I know.
And again, like I said, downstairs in the library, there are a lot of guards that have a lot of loot. But because there are so many guards, it's very difficult to grab loot unless you take the soldiers out. And this just takes you around here. And there's where our main objective is. And we were able to bypass this whole little section right there, which is good because it's very difficult to get by those guys. But you'll see now we're on the other side, and we have those things to worry about. So, what you need to do is you need to go here. And as you can see, they are down now. So if you wanted to, another way that you'd be able to do would be to go up there if you didn't want to do the trap part. And you can get into that room right there. Again, you wouldn't know that you would have to find where this one is in order to get into the room. So that's why you have that there, unless you actually looked around. So we're going to continue now.
This looks like it used to be the old family chapel. Seems the Northcrests really do have no time for the old gods.
Alright, this one didn't take me too long to figure out. You just got to line up the things, is what you see. Usually the ones that with red. So just line anything that you see that's red, and then match up the red from the bottom. And the first one. Second one's a little bit more difficult, but it's not really because it does show you how to do it. It tells you that in order for it to drop all the way, it tells you how we need to turn. So the first one is already good to go. Second one we need to turn, and this is where I always get confused. If I turn it right, does it go right? If I turn it left, does it go left, or is it opposite? So you kind of have to do it once to figure it out. So I'm going to guess that if I turn it right once, left once, and then right or left twice. And there you go. And just to show you how that worked, and now you can see it's all straight through. I love how it does that. It's so beautiful.
Well, well. All this time I thought the Baron didn't have a heart, and here it is. Sorry, Northcrest, this might hurt a little.
Now, of course, that is all strictly optional. You don't have to grab that in order to continue. But if you're a thief, come on now. And I figured all this stuff out on the live stream. We all went through it together. And there we go. We disabled all traps, done everything we needed to do on this second floor. Again, we did miss a lot of loot and stuff like that on the first floor, but we are going to continue.
I wonder what's left of the city. So much smoke. I've been thinking. Shouldn't we be moving the Baron out, not walling him in?
Don't think. He's in his private chambers. He won't be moving it.
I do actually really do appreciate the developers putting in these little sections. Anything they can do to change up the gameplay a little bit. All right. Of course, we can't get in the elevator just yet. Of course, look around and you can see that there's a blocked off exit there, so...
captain on the prowl of a sinking ship. No fool's sake, let's try to keep Gamma afloat. Brave the news. Or you'll answer to me. And I can be much more inventive than the mob out there.
And you can see exactly where we end up. And there you go. It's time for a nice cinema, and hopefully you guys are enjoying so far. Let's keep going.
If you're to kill me, make it quick.
I need answers, and you better give them to me.
Nobody likes my answers. I've heard much about you. There's a power in this earth, an old energy, primal. To all but the attuned, it is benign, unseen. Yet it can be channeled, harnessed into productive form. In the past, only small amounts have been controlled. But I dreamed bigger, better.
What did you do with Aaron at the asylum?
When the stone broke, and the book was destroyed, the energy somehow passed to her. Exposure to this source has a terrifying effect, twisting mind and body.
I know what it can do. Where is the girl?
I tried removing the energy from her. But when that bastard took Aaron from Moira, he took my dream with her!
Who are you talking about?
It was Aldous who took the girl. Aldous! You know him better as Orion, my brother. We grew up apart, but I brought him back into the family, into the Awakened. Like us, he was attuned to the primal. He was there at the ceremony, the ritual, helping. And now his fanatics are here for the stone.
Why would Orion take the girl?
He must be planning another ritual. And you've been a most obedient dog, it would seem. First, he had you steal Cornelius's ring. Then the book. The stone from the keep. If he were to find the final... your eye. You were there, I remember now. You're the missing piece. Good luck with my brother's mob.
Alright, so that was some interesting information. A big, huge spoiler for those of you, I guess, that didn't want to know the story unless they wanted to do it themselves. Big cinema, we found out that Orion has betrayed us.
Guests have arrived. While they're burning the manor down, I'll head for the ceremony.
Alright, let's do this.
Find him.
That was close.
Around shadows.
So just wait for this guy here.
Can't Can't stand poking around shadows.
Watch out for glass, of course. Especially when you get here.
If he's smart, he learned to fear the Graven.
Nice. Good saving point.
Is this a test of my conviction? Pain in my skull is getting worse.
Garrett, I'm slipping. Ah! Ah!
A thief should never return to the scene of a crime. But this one's been haunting me. Somewhere in here has to be a way down to the laboratory. A fine piece.
That's pretty much all you need in there. There might be some more loot in there behind us, but... where we're actually heading is all the way over here. Alright, good to go. I think there's only one more collectible that we need to grab. Look a little bit more before we head all the way down. Make sure we grab. I don't see anything else. Nice, got a rope arrow. I think it's random. I think it is.
There's the primal stone piece, but what's this contraption it's sat in? No time to find a manual. I need to get it out somehow. There's a crack in the glass. This stuff is thick. Arrows aren't going to help me here.
So, I think the reason it probably grabbed one of those rope arrows is because it knows that there's a collectible over here, and it probably wanted to make sure that you could grab it, so that's why it gave you one.
Good find.
Alright, one more of those and then we're complete with that one too. So as you can see, this is another easy mission to do without being spotted. However, there's going to be a harder part towards the end, which might screw up your custom walkthrough if you're doing Iron Man because of damage. So you need to take your time when you get to that part too, and I will be. It said 9 of 12, then it said 9 of 13. This is kind of weird. Keeps going like it doesn't go the right direction. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Alright, this little puzzle's pretty easy to figure out. I figured it out I figured it out on my first time. So all you gotta do is get it to where it starts to like crackle. Right there. Once you have that spot, then you want to turn up the pressure.
The pressure is widening. If I keep applying it in the right places, I can break this thing open.
And do the same thing until it pretty much explodes.
The cure! Take the blood!
Alright, so we have another focus point, and we'll go ahead and use it. And we're going to upgrade fully intuition. We never use focus, so it doesn't really matter. Let the mayhem begin.
What's this? The Master Thief. Have I come at a bad time? Forgive my clumsiness. Since our first encounter, I've always been a bit heavy-footed on this leg. They used to plunge a caught thief's hand into hot tar, Garrett. Black-handing. But yours I'll have for my mantelpiece.
The sound is kind of a little weird. You won't be able to hear Garrett at all.
The Graven mob certainly left their mark. Crossing the bridge is going to be tricky.
This is all kind of action-oriented here, this last part. But take your time when it comes to the places that you need to, so you don't screw up. What's the rush, you know? We're a thief. We're gonna keep picking. Who knows what goodies we have in here? Nice. Metal. Watchman. Alright, so remember you can take damage from all of this fire. And there's a section up ahead where timing is very important. You need to hurry, but at the same time you gotta do it without taking any damage. If you take too long, then you'll automatically start to take damage, so it's very tricky to do it your first time. But there's also some loot that you can get up on the roof if you fall through the roof up in the area up ahead. However, we're not going to be falling, so we're not going to be grabbing that loot. Just wait right here. If you need health, there you go. Now once you get up here, this is time-based. You do need to quickly move. As soon as you get in here, go to your left and get down. Don't correctly get through here as soon as you can so you don't take damage, as that will start coming out very quickly, and so you gotta be really quickly if you don't want to take any damage. is the part that I'm talking about. You can fall through these roofs here if you're not quick enough. If you do fall through there, you are able to get loot that's down inside. So it's up to you. I mean, you can get loot if you want to, but I don't really feel like I need it right now. So I'm going to try to stay and not take any damage here. Follow the route that I take so you don't fall through. And if you do fall through, you're still good. Remember that, and you will be able to grab more loot. But that's not the route that I'm going, and you're able to get to the end really quickly. And there you go. We're not done just yet, but we're getting there. This is quickly time based, so
This part of the bridge collapses. Maybe there's better footing above.
once you get here, get down. Take some easy damage right there.
No time to be careful. I need to move fast.
I like how someone knew to put a little grab thing on the floor, because that's technically on the floor. Stay in the middle, you should be fine. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We are complete. Chapter 6, The Man of Black.
That was close. Now back to the clock tower and more supplies. I have a lot to think about.
So obviously they kind of messed up with the sound design in that last part of the level. But you can see that we got Ghost. We had a little bit of opportunities because we did have to take out a few candles accidentally, and we took out a candle accidentally. So, and we only received 56% of the loot, and we still went around and got a lot of loot. So there's still a lot more that you can go around, especially on that first floor and other areas like that, where you can pick up a lot more loot. And we didn't do that because that's not what we were going for. No suspicious rays, no times detected, perfect. Pickpocketed 19, nice, 19 pockets picked, sweet. And we received all collectibles, of course. So hopefully you're enjoying the walkthrough so far. Again, continue to like the video. Please watch all the way through the video, as that really does help get these videos seen. If you're actually watching the whole video, it means that more people are paying attention. You get more minutes watched, and then they become easier to see on the searches. Comments, likes, dislikes, whatever you want to do, it really does help get those to the top. So thanks again for watching, guys, and we will see you next time. Peace out, bitches.